Hello, I realized after posting my video on Monday that I never actually told you why I was in the forest. I'm away from home this week, so I'm just getting away to an area that's a little bit quiet. So since I'm away from home, I thought it would be a good time to have a little chat about the live action and what has been shown to us recently. I am a live action fangirl. I love what they've done with it so far. I thought the first season was excellent. There were a couple of episodes, specifically the Syrup Village episodes, that I wasn't a fan of, but beyond that, oh my goodness, I love this series so far. I think that it's such a great way to reimagine the story. It's loyal to the story while also still being its own unique way of delivering it. It's its own take on the story. And as far as a live action could possibly be for a story like One Piece, I think it's amazing. There has to be some reimagining that's happening. There has to be some difference in the way that they choose to tell the story. And I think they're telling it with their own charm that belongs exclusively to them. It's a way for us to experience the story in a unique, different kind of way. And I love it. I've watched it several times already. I'm gonna watch it again, season 1 again before season 2 comes out. I'm anticipating season 2 so much. Anyway, now we have a Chopper reveal. And Chopper looks so much better than I ever could have anticipated. I was nervous about Chopper because while we have plenty of CGI in the series already, a completely CGI character could really ruin things depending on how it's done. But they showed off with this sneak peek, with this glimpse into Chopper. First of all, really signaling to the fans, we know who Chopper is. We know all of, which One Piece live action has always done that. It's always been a lot of Easter eggs for the fans who know the series really well as a great entry point for people who have never tried the series before. And that's what this was too. Chopper was charming in his own right, but also there were so many inside jokes for Chopper. They crammed as many in there as they could, with him hiding in the wrong direction, calling for a doctor, and then remembering that he's a doctor. I thought his nervous, bashful, you'll meet new friends, foes, and me, his very anxious, worried face as he delivered that line, as if he was afraid that we weren't going to accept him. And then once the audience did accept him, you know, his dance, and then calling them jerks and telling them to quit it. They got Chopper's personality down so well and gave us so much of him, while also showing us how unique he's going to look in this live action, but how detailed he is. The different expressions that he has through his anxiety, his joy, his bashfulness, his fear as he scampers off the screen after he's done his announcement and he realizes that he doesn't have to be here anymore, and so he's like, okay, bye. I think they took us through that range of emotions for him. One, to show us we know who Chopper is, we know who he's supposed to be, let's cram as much of his personality into this as we can. And two, to show us how much they're able to do with his character and with his expressions, that this isn't going to be some weird CGI mess that's going to pull us out of the story. It's actually going to be something that's really charming and very detailed. I'm not sold on his voice. I'm not so sure about his voice just yet. I'm willing to be swayed, maybe when I see him in action more, but my first reaction to his voice was, But even leading up to this announcement for Chopper, we got a little sneak peek a sneak peek of the Straw Hats getting together, passing around popcorn, getting ready to watch it together. The fact that they will film an entire clip like this in order just to get us excited for the event and for the announcement. To me, there's always been so much extra care given to this story than what you typically see in adaptations. Maybe it's just because it's so popular, but it seems like there's so much heart given to this story that I really appreciate. Moving the camera, chasing those shadows. I can just tell that everyone involved in the project loves the project, and that gets me excited. We've gotten a bunch of additional casting information on characters that will be showing up in season 2 as well. I tend to not really have much to say about casting before we actually see the actors in their roles, because for me it matters significantly less if if a person looks exactly how I imagine they should. Obviously we already have the manga and the anime to go off of, but how they should in a live action and how they've acted in previous roles, these things matter significantly less to me than actually seeing them in their role and seeing, okay, but how do you capture this character? Because I'm willing to overlook a lot if you are the heart and soul of the character, if you can bring who this person is to life. And if you can do that, then that's enough. Like, that's all I really need. And so for me, there's a lot of casting information. It all looks great to me. Super happy. I just want to see them in their roles and discuss from there. We of course do have the news about the showrunner leaving, which is a really unfortunate. People are here. Oh no. We of course do have the information of the showrunner leaving, which sucks. Everything that I saw from Matt, he loved the story. This was his passion. This was his love. He wanted Oda to be as involved as possible. He wanted to defer everything to Oda and let him have the final say in everything. He wanted this live action to be the best it could possibly be in every single way. So for him to leave is a bummer for the series, but I also understand that giving this much to a project has got to be, it has to take a toll on you. So I understand him stepping back, and I'm okay with it as long as it's left in the hands of people who also love this story and want to see it come to life in the best way it possibly can, and in a way that's the most authentic to the story as it possibly can. The fact that in Matt's statement, it kind of looked like he was saying, it looked like he was saying, I will be back to direct more, just not for this series. That doesn't bode well. That makes it sound like some decisions were being made that he could not stand by, which is unfortunate. But it could be as simple as he left because he needed the break for himself, and he was told, you can't be in and out of the project. We need someone that's going to stay. So if you need to leave, you have to just leave and not come back, which I don't think is the most unreasonable thing for a team to say to someone. So if it's just that, and he decided, I need this, so this is what I'm gonna do. If it's just that, good, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. I'm not gonna make any crazy statements on it until I actually see the product and see how it is. The fact that they're splitting the Alabasta saga up into two, or at least that's what it looks like they're doing, splitting it up into two, and they're letting Alabasta have its own season, the Alabasta arc have its own season, bodes well, certainly. Of course, Matt would have been a part of that decision making as well. But anyway, now I'm getting into the nitty gritty. I just wanted to chat for a little bit since I'm away from home, since I don't have as much time. I just wanted to chat for a little bit about the live action because I love the live action so much, and I'm so excited for season 2, and some of the news that we've been getting lately has me hopeful. So that's all. Quick video talking about the live action. Please do chat with me if you are interested in talking about it as well. What have you seen that makes you excited, makes you nervous? Are you hopeful for season 2? I still am, but I would love to continue chatting with you in the comments, so please do chat with me more there. I'll see you again soon. Bye.